Hello, let's make Mudkip. I'm gonna do a rough sketch of Mudkip and we'll work from there. I have needle felted Mudkip before, but I think it's been 5 years and I have no memory in making him. As before, I always say this is a sculpting video and not a sketching video, so this will be just time lapse and quick sketch just so we have reference before sculpting. And then we have a base with the shapes. We have an idea on what to use. It's just a guideline. I think sketching is also a good way to do the sculpting because it's 2D and then you just turn it to make it 3D. So it's more like drawing and then you have your basic shapes. So we're going to start off with the default sphere, and this is going to be Mudkip's head. My favorite tool is the drag tool, and we're just going to make this a little oblong, slightly. Let's make Mudkip's crown. We're going to use a cylinder. Mudkip might be slightly harder than the other sculpts we've been doing, just because I think there's so much shapes. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the pivot. I think sometimes it's very hard to think what I'm doing and talking at the same time. And this could be Mudkip's crown. Let's validate. And let's turn this down voxel. And we want to smooth. And grab the drag tool. We're just going to pull this forward like here. And then back to. Just a little bit. Like this. And we'd want to maybe make it a little fat, just because I know once we smoothen it out, it will get thinner. You can see that it's already getting thinner. The more smooth I use, then just voxel and smooth. Voxel, smooth, voxel. And this is Mudkip's mohawk. And we can just adjust it slightly smaller. We'll adjust as we go. We're going to add the body, which is, oh, nope, sphere. My favorite object. Let's do, make this oval. Just flatten and just pull forward. Pull forward. This should work for now. Validate. Make it slightly smaller. And we can add the feet, which are just a bunch of spheres. Let's do one sphere. Pull this here. And let's go here. And we want this to be oblong, like this. And then just mirror. So we have the tiny feet. And just pull the gizmo tool. Mudkip's feet should be super tiny. Like this. Then let's validate. Let's use a drag tool to shape the feet. I'm gonna remove the grid just so we can see clearly. And just pull this like here. pull again like this. So it has the shape of the inward, and then just pull this here, this, and pull this there. We have cute feet. And we want to flip this, then flatten this, tiny flats like that. Should have flat. Do flatten more. That's okay. Then we want to make an instance and pull this all the way back. This could be Mudkip's hind legs. And just moving this, shaping just a little bit. And then I'd want to pull this down like this. And then just voxel. Voxel. And just smooth. We want to add Mudkip's tail. I think I want to copy this head. Let's rename this. And then clone. So we have this one for Mudkip's tail. It's not the same, but it's easier to just have this here and work from there. Just drag this down and pull this up, and then pull this up, and just drag this here like this, and drag this too. Drag, and just shape it. And voxel, smooth. Just drag this, pull this forward. Just pull this all the way up. Just pull. And voxel, smooth. Just pull this back. Smooth. Drag this up. Want to drag this. And just voxel. I want to drag this and pull this. Pull this. Like this. And then just voxel it. We have some shape, but we'll adjust it more. And then this one bothers me a little bit. Okay. Just voxel. Now back to the head. We want to create Mudkip's cheeks. So let's do this. It looks like it's like a crown. Trying to think if I should use cone. I'm just gonna validate this. So we have one cheek. Let's flatten this Mudkip's fins are flat like this. Make it slightly smaller. And then just voxel. Once we have this one, we can inflate this. We don't want the happens to be too pointy. Oh, this is too strong. So intensity, just a little bit. And just do just slightly tense and flat. Voxel. 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 Like this. Then we have one of the cheeks. So once we have the cheeks, let's pull it here. We can remove the snap tool because we just want to rotate this one slightly. Actually, let me make an instance and then rotate this up to the here. And then we can make another instance for this one and then bring it down. Oops, bring it down like here. And pull it down like this. So we have the shape of it. And we do want to mirror this. So do mirror. Just pull this into the mirror and that should create the other side. So once we have these three, we want to create the circular part, which is, I'm trying to think. I think it should be better if we pull it from Mudkip's like face. Well, we're going to be using the trim tool. Okay. I think this one should slightly be tilted like this. And then this one too, tilted like that. And just make slight adjustments. Slight adjustments. I think that looks pretty okay. So let's duplicate the face. Clone. Let me rename the face to head. So I'm going to clone the head. This one. And then we're going to trim. So let me remove the face first. So once I have the trim tool, I'm going to go to rectangle and we're going to trim this much. And we should leave the cheeks out. Let's see. Like this. I think this is pretty good, but I think I should have trimmed smaller. Let's do another one. So trim tool. And then trim maybe here. Slightly better. But let me do another one. Not too much, maybe like there. Yeah, this should work. So this is going to be the cheek, which is going to be merged with his whiskers. Let's just do slight adjustments before we merge it. I'm gonna actually I don't need to rename it. So let's merge these three. Voxel. And then we can do these. Wait, actually, I'm gonna color it so it's more visible. It's just easier to see once it's all colored. let's do a blue. Let's do a blue here. This blue. And we need to do a cup to lit. So we have our Mudkip color. Slightly. Okay. So now you can actually see the cheeks. This one's orange. Let's pull this a little out like this. Just do slight. Just slight. Like that. And I do want to, let's do, trying to think because, let's see. Let's pull this to the middle like here. Yeah, I think Mudkip's head should be shorter or like stubbier, like this. Like that. Let's add Mudkip's mouth, which I'm gonna duplicate this. So we have the head too. And then pull this down like this. And I'm gonna trim this. See how there's slight partition? We're gonna trim this slightly below, like this. Let's see. More. Like that. And I'm going to reduce the size. So we have Mudkip's mouth right here. And this should be a lighter blue. Nope, not orange. Just lighter blue. What? Am I not touching? Okay, lighter blue. There. So we just see the separation. I'm just going to color it later, but for now, at least we have an image of it. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to pull this forward because Mudkip's head is way too flat. Let me include the head, the orange part, like this. And then I'm tempted to change on the other portions of Mudkip, which maybe I'm going to uninstance the back leg. And then pull this, push it. Push is so leggy. That's why I was bothered by the leggy Mudkip. Okay. So now we can pull this out like this. Let's also pull this head further. Like that. And let's put Mudkip's eyes, which I'm just going to use a sphere. Mirror. See the bug? Just go to view and Gizmo again. And pull this because Mudkip's eyes is slightly tall. a little funny, but let's paint it black. It's slightly smaller. Pull it to the front. It's very sensitive. I have somewhat of mudkip size. Do you want to shape cheeks? Which I think I should have done now rather than earlier. I think it's just easier if like shaping out everything. Not easier, it's gonna be harder, but for some reason it's just like instinct to just create all of them and then think about it later, which shouldn't be what you should be doing. I think it's bad practice. But then it would waste more time. But we have Mudkip's body, but I think this is a buff kip. I think it's too big. So I'm gonna grab the body and then both the legs, make this smaller. What? Oh, it's because it's mirrored. Okay. I'm just going to make the body smaller, like this. You see the difference? That was a way too big body. So, but then just pull this forward like this. And we do want to bring this forward like that and make it smaller. This. Okay. Looks better. I guess it looks like Mudkip now. Like as you make these, you tend to just make it until it looks like whatever it is you're making. Like for this one, it's Mudkip. So you're shaping it, and then suddenly it looks like what you want it to be. Okay, let's do the fins, which is like, let me do a harder one. Should be here, then here. Okay, and you can voxel it. And we can make another crease. And crease here, and then here. And then we can crease the back. See the back we need to pull forward like this. And then paint this a lighter color like the lips. And just smooth. Like this. Let's pull this down. Oh. Okay, let's smoothen this. Should pull out the trim. And just voxel. We can make the eyes lower. And just combine these. So let's do me separate. I actually combined all of them. That's okay. Let's just merge them. Voxel. Maybe like 200. And then just smooth. And voxel and smooth. And smooth. Smooth. Okay. Want to trim the back portion? Because it seems like it's going to end there. Then let's trim the mouth portion here. Trim the mouth portion. So we have Mudkip's mouth here. And we have it also here. Smooth and voxel. Smooth. Voxel. Smooth. Want to drag this here. Just drag a little bit. And then just voxel. And then, nope. This is a flatten tool and smooth. Like that. It looks pretty good so far. Now I want to merge the feet to the body. Let me just make sure it looks right before merging. Just drag this like this. Let's just pull this forward some more. And just drag this one here too. And just do slight adjustments. Do slight adjustments. Like that. And now we try and merge. So let's validate this. So we have the 2 feet. And then we have the body. So let's. Where's the body? Okay, so I guess I didn't name the body. Let's voxel. Voxel to maybe 250. Then we can clean this so we don't see the lines. I hate that it's recording the lines. I see the slight. Okay. Slightly better. But let's just voxel and smooth. So we remove all the lines. Just this voxel and smooth. And like this. And box and smooth. And box and smooth. And box. Just shaping this little by little. Just removing those lines. And then box on smooth. To inflate. I just want to do like a slight inflate here. And voxel. And this. Now for the line here, if I paint it over and smooth, it will bleed the colors. So I'm doing that last. Either I can do that last or separate the whole thing, which I'm trying to think if I should. Let's try it. So I'm gonna clone, then do, it might have been better, but let's just do this. So let's do X-ray, so it's more visible. And I'm going to cut out this portion and then the feet. Trying to see, let's use the polygon tool. So we're going to do like this. Oh. So let's do polygon. And we just want to trim, okay, we want to trim this. The shape of Mudkip's belly minus his legs. And I'm just hoping it looks okay. Because I was going to paint over it, but this might be better, but we'll see. Let's do like this. Okay. So let's trim this. Actually, it's not bad. I just need to trim the back portion. Let's voxel it. So let's trim the back portion. Let's use the rectangle tool and trim like here. And then voxel again. So we have this shape, which I'll show you. Let's remove the X-ray tool. And now we have this one. So this should be like you see, like the shape of the color should be different. The lighter blue, like this. Okay, I think this is visually makes more sense than me explaining what I was trying to do. And yeah, I think that looks pretty okay-ish. And let's crease the tail. Maybe let's use the drag tool and make it shorter. This, like a fan. It doesn't need to be perfect. Let's use. Oh, this thing looks funny. Let me trim. I have to be careful about trimming because I might trim the other side. So let's use the polygon tool. And just trim it like here. So you want it to be circular. Like this. Close enough. Okay, let's voxel the tail. And then make a crease. Let's voxel it to like a 250. So we see less of the pixelated part, if you noticed. Like this. And then let's make one here. Let's do another try. Another one. Oh. I think my hand is just too wonky. Oh. That actually looks pretty okay. And let's just finish this here. Like that. I think this mudkip looks pretty okay. Pretty cute. Do want the light blue to be lighter. Like here. And then I think the tail should be lighter too. Maybe even slightly lighter. The mouth. There. Yay. Okay. Mouth is slightly weird. Okay, let's do that. Let's pull this a little down. I wonder if I can merge. Oh. No, I can't. So I want to pull this down. Okay, I'm going to pull the cheeks down. I think it's way too high. Like here. And then I'm gonna use the drag tool and just hide this. Like that. And then use the drag tool to close this part. Just slowly magnetize it. See what I mean? If I did this now rather than earlier, it would have been easier because the shape would have been already there and it would have just molded it from there. But I like to visualize first before it happens. It's okay. It's fun. It's more fun this way. And just keep on using the smooth tool and voxel and smooth. I think our mudkip is pretty cute. Let's do a 360. Let me know if you have any questions. And then you can reach out to me. Don't worry about messaging or leaving comments. I like receiving comments. Let me know what you want for me to do next time. And voxel. Yeah, this mudkip is pretty cute. Yeah, this will do. Thank you for watching.